Today we're looking at how to use a craft knife. There are all sorts of craft knives out there that you can buy. This craft knife is an economy craft knife with a retractable blade. You just simply push it up. You should only have one section exposed. You may not be able to see, but it's got tiny little lines there. One section exposed, and then you pull that down and that secures it so that it's safe to use. So that's sort of an economy retractable one. This is a much larger one, sometimes called a Stanley knife or a utility knife. It sort of works in exactly the same way with a retractable blade. There's this Exacto knife style knife. These are common in classrooms and they're good because you can replace the blade. And then there's this blue spot knife. This is quite nice because it's got a sort of ergonomic handle, which is nice and soft. Again, it's good because you can just replace the blades very easily. For this video, we're going to be using the Exacto knife. Whenever you're walking around, you must always keep the lid on so that it's safe and that you can't accidentally hurt anybody with it. This has got an incredibly sharp blade. I don't know if you can see there, it's the shiny edge which is the cutting edge. It's important how you hold your craft knife. Don't hold it like a pencil because then the angle is too steep on the page, and then only the tip would be touching the page, and we've just learnt that the cutting edge is all the way along there. So you must hold your craft knife like a sort of knife, and like you would a knife when you were eating food. So your grip is like this and your index finger is on top of it there. So then a greater piece of the sharp edge will be on the paper. Always use a cutting mat so that you don't damage the table. These are called self-healing cutting mats because you can cut on them and they don't get damaged. They extend the life of the blade because they aren't quite as hard as wood or metal. It's also a safer surface to use because if you were to slip, because it's slightly soft, it stops your craft knife, so it might make an accident less severe. It's easy to clean up all your bits if you're working on a cutting mat because you can brush them all onto the mat and take the mat to the bin and pop everything in. An alternative to a cutting mat, if your art department doesn't have enough for every student, is to use cardboard. This will of course protect the table and is slightly soft, so it has some of those properties. Today you're going to use this using a craft knife worksheet just to give you a bit of practice on using a craft knife. So remembering to use the correct grip, not like a pencil, but with your index finger on top, you're going to have a go. So it's important when you're using a craft knife to never cut towards your hand. So if I was cutting this line here, I mustn't have my hand down here. I don't want my thumb in the way. So think really carefully about where you're putting your hands. If I'm cutting this line here, I can safely have my hand on this side of the paper. Now you can move the piece of paper so that you feel more comfortable. So that was like that. I've moved it so it's in my sort of good cutting direction. Now you don't need a metal ruler for any of the tasks on this sheet because all the lines are fairly short. If you were doing longer lines, you could use a metal ruler. So you're going to have to experiment with how much pressure you needed. If your knife is sharp, it should be a small amount of pressure. So you've got a straight line and a curved line. Next are these zigzaggy lines, and you're really going to have to move the paper a lot to make this easy for yourself. Next is this wavy line. Now wavy lines and curves generally are much more difficult than straight lines. So the next task is to see how neatly you can cut out these shapes. So a useful option to be aware of is cutting beyond the lines. If the background piece doesn't matter, you can go a bit further with each cut, and it just makes it a little bit easier to cut out a shape. So try that too and see the difference. Now you've mastered lots of cutting skills, see if you can cut out the cat in one smooth, lovely shape. Meow. If you find that your paper rips, this is probably because your blade has become blunt. Your teacher will let you know if you are allowed to change the blade yourself or if they are going to do it for you. If you're going to change the blade yourself, here's how to do it. Replacing a blade is pretty easy. You just unscrew, and what that does is it loosens the way the blade is clamped in the top. So as soon as you've loosened it, you can pull that blade out and then take a fresh, sharp blade. Being very careful, is you'll see that there's a cross here, and it doesn't matter which way it goes in. You just got to push that blade into one of those lines. There we go. Push it all the way down, and then with the sharp edge away from you, hold both the blade and the top of this loose piece here, and then screw that tight, and then your fresh blade is in place. If you use one of these economy retractable blades and you find that it's gone blunt, you take the bottom off the knife, and you'll notice that there's a little slit here, and you put the blade into the slit and then you just snap it off. You'll see that little piece. All blades, blunt blades and little pieces like this should go into a sharp spin in a school for safety reasons. But now this is revealed another sharper bit of the knife, and then pull that down for safety, pop that back on the end, and away you go.